welcome back to my channel. Glitterati Glamour here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick tutorial on how to apply a pair of false lashes. So if you'd like to learn how, keep watching. So first things first, when it comes to applying lashes, is you need to measure and trim those bad boys to make sure that they're going to fit your eyes perfectly. Otherwise it's going to look unnatural and be quite uncomfortable. House of Lashes has this really cute lash ruler that they threw in with one of my purchases, and it has like pretty detailed instructions on how to trim your lash perfectly. If you don't want to have a four-sided ruler tool to trim your lashes, you can just do what I do, where you kind of hold it up, see where it needs to be, and then always trim the outer edge, okay? Never do the inside, because these have shorter hairs that kind of taper and blend, and if you cut off that, it's just going to be random long extensions. It's just going to look really unnatural. All you need to use for that too is like a pair of like eyebrow scissors. It's really simple. You just snip, snip, and you're good. So after you trimmed your lashes, you need to apply your adhesive. And so my favorite one is actually, once again, surprise, surprise, we got some House of Lashes back in the house. And yeah, back in the house, House of Lashes, okay, yeah, funny, got jokes. The reason that I like this one is because it has this little brush on it, which is a lot different than most of them, where they're just like squeeze out tubes and you don't have as much control over it. Sometimes you get like way too much glue, and so this is nice. You make sure that you're never putting too much glue on, because not only do you have to wait for it to get tacky, and that would be waiting like a much longer time than like 30 seconds, but it can also make a big mess when you go to press it down onto your lid, and it just kind of like squishes everywhere and messes up like what you've already done to your entire face. Always apply lashes at the end. Like, don't apply it before starting your eyes. Once you've waited for the glue to dry to get to the right like consistency, so it's not just gonna be too wet and be sliding around on your lid, you can actually apply the lash. I'm gonna show you the first way that I'm gonna show you, which I think is the easiest way, and it's just to fully commit, okay? Like 100%, just go, like I feel like they can sense fear, so you just need to go like full, just pop it on, and then you can fix any mistakes you made with tweezers. So here we go. And boom, lash. You see how that totally transforms my look too? Like, I didn't know what I was missing until I applied these lashes. So I'm just gonna take a pair of tweezers and make sure that both of the corners are pressed down. That's always seems to be like the biggest mistake, is to not have them pressed down. Also, I applied it on to my eyelid, not to my actual lashes, okay? The reason I did that is because I don't want to actually damage any of my real lashes. So you put it just above it, and then you just kind of like squish them together, and I'll show you how to blend them later. So there you go, that simple. Completed eye. So we're gonna be moving on to the next eye. You apply your glue again. Don't apply them both at the same time unless you're like really fast, just because then this one could get like too dry. Like I said, just like a little minimum amount. Very clean. And then we're gonna wait for this bad boy to get tacky. So the second method I'm about to show you, oh my god, I look like Two-Face, is very similar to the first one, but instead it gives you a different view of your eye. So you would have a mirror or a compact, and you place it like flat on the table or counter or whatever you're doing your makeup on, and you look directly down into it. And this gives you like a better view of where you're placing it. So if you just take this, I'm just gonna hold it up here and look down and place it with my fingers again. I just feel like I get more control when I use my fingers on myself. Okay, let me clarify. I feel like I have more control when I use my fingers on myself. There's also this tool. This is like a lash like applicator tool. I use this when I do clients, but other than that, on myself, I definitely use my fingers, and then I just adjust anything that I need with tweezers together this way as well, or like push it back if you need to, like on to the lid, to make sure it's really in the right place. Don't have any shame if you don't get it on your first try, because most of the time you always have to fix your corners, specifically your inner corners. So that's like the main way that they either come off or just look unnatural or can poke you. So you need to get your edges laid. Perfect. So this is about to be really terrible for my self-esteem, but close up with this high definition. This is lashes. They're actually not completed yet, and you're like, what? But I just got them on. It probably made a mess. Like, you probably were cursing because it is very frustrating the first time. I did choose strip lashes instead of individuals because I think it's easier to apply onto yourself. Maybe I will do a tutorial in the future showing how to apply the individuals. So you actually have to blend it, and then you need to cover the lash band. So you're gonna be using some mascara and some eyeliner for the next step. The mascara that I'm going to be using to blend my real lashes to my falsies is this really cool one. It's from Pacifica. This is their Dream Big mascara. It has a unicorn on it, so that's pretty cool. But that's not the coolest part. So this is like gluten-free mascara, which I was kind of like, okay. But I didn't realize this was probably what I'm missing in my life. This cap, if you see it, it's like really cool. So do you see this part? A twist. And it actually, it's like you have so many different mascaras because it totally changes the wand. So you see how it's like short right now? But if I'm over here and I twist it, do you see how it's like lengthening now and it's like more spaced apart? And then you can like shrink it again. So yeah, this is a very cool mascara. This is my favorite mascara and it makes my eyelashes look amazing. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take this and you're just gonna press, like almost like blink into it, but don't go out like into your falsies. Don't cover those with mascara. Just take your real lashes and just kind of press it up into it so they stick to your falsies. It is not the cutest look when you can like see real lashes and then falsies doing their thing. You should always curl your lashes beforehand too, just to help it blend better. If you're not wearing eyeliner with your look, then you don't need to do this. If you are wearing eyeliner or you just want to blend it better, then you would take whatever eyeliner you use. So I'm just going to use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper and just trace over the band so it blends with your liner and like your lid and everything, so it's just the same color black, because you know how there's like different shades of black. So some tips that should be pretty helpful to you if you are new to wearing lashes: do not get your falsies wet. Okay, take them off at the end of the night. So I'm going to show you like the easiest way. You need to lift it to separate it from your natural lash, and you just pull, and you pull like out. Do not wax it off, like do it slowly. If you're planning on reusing your lashes, make sure that you store them in like a clean and a dry place. If I don't put it back in this box that it comes in, I will typically put it in my little lash carrier that I have. And so this is really cool. I can store 3 pairs of lashes in here. That's like where I store them because it's dry and covered. Always clean your lashes after wearing them if you plan on reusing them. Like dealing with anything around the eyes, you want to make sure that you keep it as sanitary as possible, okay? Don't be nasty. Clean your lashes. It's not that hard. Just pull off any old glue and then take like a cotton swab with like some rubbing alcohol on it and just get anything else off of it, and then it should be pretty much disinfected. And probably wear lashes almost every day, and let me tell you the reasoning behind that. First of all, I have like absolutely no lashes and they're just super straight. Even with like the most mascara, I don't have anything. They're just, they can like seriously finish any look, okay? So like I said, my makeup at the beginning of the video was not bad, but then once you pop the lashes on, it gave it that extra oomph that you didn't know it needed. So that's like another really nice benefit. Another thing is if you're running really late, this is such a great little trick to know, is to just be able to pop on a pair of lashes. Maybe you want to put on like a red lip or something, head to work, and you look like you made effort. You didn't. And then my favorite reason to wear lashes is if my liner is not even, or if it's like all like wonky and I don't want to have to sit there and like redo my eyes or anything, then lashes can kind of hide the unevenness of it and make it appear more, you know, perfect looking. And so that's like my favorite thing because I'm just lazy. Even if I do have the time to fix it, I don't want to. So I'm like, whatever, pop on a thick pair of lashes today. But it's like I glue hair to my face to seem more attractive. I mean, I know it's like ridiculous, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Gonna do what I want. So I hope this covered any questions you had regarding lashes. I hope this helps anybody who wants to venture into the world of falsies. And if you have any questions or try any of the methods that I taught you today, then please comment below. Also, please like and subscribe to my channel as well as all of my other medias. And see you next time. Have a glam day. Corners are glued down. I find that the okay, Brie, can you speak English? No. We're gonna talk about some of the reasons that I wear. Do you wear lashes?